So 11th one says that Mukund possesses rupees 50 more than what Sagar possesses. Okay. Now the product of amount they have is numerically rupees 15,000. Find the amount each one has. Now what we'll do is, because Sagar has the lesser amount, so I'll take let Sagar have rupees X. Simple. Therefore, Mukund, it is given that Mukund has 50 rupees more. So Mukund has what? X plus 50. Okay. This is rupees. Okay. The product of amount is numerically X into X plus 50. Correct? So the product of their amount they have is rupees 15,000. So I'll simply write, according to given condition, the product of the amount will be this much, and they have given it is 15,000 rupees. Okay, so this will be x square plus 50x is equal to 15,000. Now x square plus 50x minus 15,000 equals to 0. Okay. Now I want this the factors of 15,000 such that I should get it 50. So it is very simple, 150 and 100. If you see, 150 minus 100 is 50, and if I multiply this I will get 15,000. Okay, so x plus 150 equals to 0, or x minus 100 equals to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 150 or x is equal to 100. Okay, so the amount, you can see amount cannot be negative. Okay, so as amount cannot be negative, therefore x is equal to 100. Therefore amount with Sagar equals to rupees 100, and amount with Mukund equals to x plus 50, that is 100 plus 50, so that is rupees 150. Okay, very simple. Let us move on to 12th one. 12th one says that the difference between the square of two numbers is 120. The square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. Okay, now let us come to that. First we'll write, let the greater number be x, therefore square of the smaller number is equal to twice the greater number. Correct? This is what they have given, so that is equal to 2x. Okay, what they have given is the square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. Square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. Okay, then you know that the first condition given is the difference between the squares of two numbers is 120. Okay, so the square of greater number minus the square of the smaller number is equal to 120. Okay, So from 1, 2 and 3, I'll take this 1, this as 2 and this as 3. We will write x square minus 2x is equal to 120. The difference between the square of two numbers is equal to 120. Okay, so I took this first, the greater number, as x. Square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. Square of the smaller number is twice the greater number. So I can take the smaller number is square is 2x. Okay, so the difference is square of greater number, x square, minus this is the square of smaller number. Okay, so x square minus 2x is equal to 120. Now you can solve it easily. X square minus 2x minus 120 equals to 0. Okay, very easy. Now the factors of 120 such that the difference is 2. So I think so 12 tens are x minus 12, x plus 10 equals to 0. Yeah, therefore x minus 12 equals to 0 or x plus 10 equals to 0. Therefore x is equal to 12 or x is equal to minus 10. Okay, so you can see here x is equal to minus 10 is unacceptable. Okay, why unacceptable? Okay, as per the condition given. Okay, so y square will become negative. Okay, so therefore I'll write it here. If I take, let us say, x square minus y square equals to 120, so it will be 100 minus 10 square minus y square equals to 120. So y square is equal to, I'll get it 100 minus y square is equal to minus 20. Okay, y square is equal to minus 20, not possible. Therefore we cannot take x as minus 10. So what is the possible value of x? The possible value of x is 12. Okay, now let us find what is the smaller number and what is the greater number. Okay, so x, therefore x is equal to 12. Okay, now smaller number square is equal to 2x. This was given. The smaller number, square of the smaller number, is twice the greater number. Okay, so it is 2 into 12, so that is 24. So smaller number square is 24. So what is smaller number? Smaller number is under root 24. Okay, so that can be plus or minus. Okay, so smaller number is plus or minus. So I'll write the required numbers are, therefore the required numbers are 12 and root 24 or 12 and minus root 24. Okay, very easy. Then coming to 13th one. Ranjan on her birthday distributed 540 oranges equally among the students. If there would have been 30 students more, each would have received 3 oranges less. Okay, you can take the example of your class or your building. Suppose there are 100 persons in your society, in your building. So each one will get, suppose there are 200 oranges, so each one will get 2 oranges. Correct? Now if there would have been 120 persons, correct, or if I say if there would have been 130 persons. So naturally each person will get some oranges less. Okay, it can be 1.7 or 1.6. The answer will be in decimal. But you can understand what is the sort of question they have asked. Okay, there are 540 oranges. Okay, so if there would have been 30 students more, each would have received 3 oranges less. Find the number of students. So very simple. Whatever we are asked to find, we'll take it as x. Let the number of students be x. Okay, then each student will get how much? 540 upon x. Simple division, yes or no? There are 540 oranges upon the number of students. This much of oranges they will get. Okay, now you know that the number of students increased by 30, so I'll simply write according to given condition. If the number of students increase by 30, 540 upon x plus 30. This will be the case if there are 30 students more. Okay, then each student will have received 3 oranges less. So this was the number of oranges first. Okay, now they will receive only this much. Okay, so if 30 students are more, see, try to understand how have I framed the equation. If 30 students are more, okay, 540 upon x plus 30, then the number of oranges each one would have get, each student will get this many oranges. Now they will get 3 less, so minus 3. Okay, so this is the equation that we have to solve. Okay, now it is very easy. How will we do? First I will take I'll multiply this with x bracket x plus 30. Okay, so 540 upon x minus this, I will shift it here, upon 540 x plus 30 equal to 3 will go there, it will become plus 3. Now making the common denominator x bracket x plus 30. Okay, so 540 will be multiplied, cross multiplication, to x plus 30 minus 540 into x, correct, equals to, this will be 3, later on we'll cross multiply. So this becomes 540x plus 0 0, 54 3s are, what is 54 3s are? 162, correct, minus 540x equals to 3x bracket x plus 30. Okay, this is simple cross multiplication. Now you can see 540x minus 540x will get cancelled. Okay, 16,200 as it is, this will become 3x square plus 33s are 90x. Okay, now 3x square plus 90x, this will come here minus 16,200 equals to 0. 3 divisible by 3, this also is divisible by 3, so I'll just simply divide this by 3. So this will be x square plus 30x minus 3 5s are 15, 1, 3 4s are 12. Okay, now the factors of 5400 such that I get the sum 30. Okay, so it will be 60 and 90, correct, 9 6 is 54, so x plus 90 and x minus 9 6 correct, 90 and 60 equals to 0. So x plus 90 equals to 0 or x minus 60 equals to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 90 or x is equal to 60. Okay, now number of students cannot be negative. Therefore x is equal to 60. Number of students is how much? It is 60. Okay. Then coming to sum number 14, it says that Mr. Dinesh owns an agricultural farm at village Talwal. Okay, village Talwal, sorry. So it is given that the length of the farm is 10 meters more than twice the breadth. So it is a rectangular farm, okay, and length of the farm is twice 10 meters more than twice its breadth. So very simple, if I take the breadth as x, it will be 10 meters more than twice its breadth. Very simple. So in order to harvest rainwater, he dug a square shaped pond inside the farm. So what he did, this is a pond he made. Okay, that is a square shaped pond. Okay, now the side of the pond is 1/3 of the breadth of the farm. So if this is x, this is 1/3 of x. Okay, so the area of farm is 20 times the area of the pond. So we know the area of this farm is 20 times the area of pond. So find in length and the breadth of the farm and the pond both. So it is very simple. See, we'll take first, let the breadth of rectangular farm be x. Therefore its length equals to 2x plus 10. Okay, they have given 10 more than twice its breadth, so length we got 2x plus 10. Okay, side of square pond. What is the side of square pond? It is 1/3 of the breadth of the rectangle, so it is 1/3 of x. Okay, now according to given condition, the area of area of rectangle I can write is 20 times the area of square pond. Okay, very simple. This will be length into breadth is equal to 20 times, you know, side square. Area of square is side square. So I'll write here x bracket 2x plus 10 is equal to 20 into, this is side square. Correct? Now this becomes 2x square plus 10x. Okay, and this is first I will make the square. This will be x square upon 9. Correct? The first thing I have to do is I don't want this 9, so I'll multiply the whole equation by 9. This will become 18x square, this will become 90x, and this only 20x square will remain. 9 will get cancelled. Okay, this is multiply, so don't multiply 9 with 20. Okay, now very simple, you are getting 18x square and 20x square, so I'll write it like this, plus 90x is equal to 0. So this is minus 2x square plus 90x is equal to 0. So what I'll take common here, minus 2x I can take common. What remains is x minus 45 equals to 0. Okay, so either minus 2x is equal to 0 or x minus 45 equals to 0. Either this is 0 or x minus 45 equals to 0. Then if you see x minus 45, this becomes, of course, 0 upon minus 2 will be 0. So x is equal to 45. I cannot take 0 because breadth of farm cannot be 0. Therefore, x is equal to 45. Okay. Now they have asked us three things. Okay. So I have to find now the length of farm and the side of square. So I'll write here length of farm, that is 2x plus 10. Very easy. 2x is 45 plus 10. This is 90 plus 10. So it is 100 meters. Answer 1 we got. This is the breadth we got. And we'll find now the side of square. Side of square is 1/3 of x. So it is 1/3 of 45. Okay. So 3 ones are 3. 15 it is 15 meters. Okay, correct. 100 meters, 45 meters and 15 meters. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. Question number 15. So sum number 15, if you see, a tank is filled completely in 2 hours if both the taps are open. If only one of the tap is open at a given time, the smaller tap takes 3 hours more than the larger one to fill the tank. How much time does each tap take to fill the tank completely? Okay, now see what is the difference here. There is a tank and there are two taps. Okay, let us say tap A and tap B. The given condition is if one of the tap is open, the smaller tap takes 3 hours more. Suppose this tank fills this tap fill the tank completely in 5 hours. So B will take 8 hours. It will take 3 hours more. Okay. So how much time does each tank take to fill the tank completely? Okay. So we have to take, let the larger tap fill the tank in x hours. Okay, so your time factor is coming into consideration. So of course we have to take 1 upon x, 1 upon x plus 3 part. Okay, now here therefore the smaller tap will fill the tank in x plus 3 hours. Okay, now in 1 hour the larger tap will fill 1 upon x part of the tank. In 1 hour the larger part will fill 1 upon x part of the tank. Correct? This is correct. So smaller tap will take 1 upon x plus 3 part of the tank. Smaller tap will fill this much part of the tank. Okay, together in 1 hour they will fill 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 3 part of the tank. Correct. Now both the tanks are together taking 2 hours. So in 1 hour both taps together, it is given together they take 2 hours. Okay. Therefore in 1 hour they will take 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 3 equals to 1 upon 2. Correct? This will be 1 upon 2. Now simple, how will you just cross multiply this? X plus 3 plus x upon, this will become x square plus 3x. equals to half. Correct? Now this will become 2x plus 3, x plus x 2x plus 3 upon this is already x square plus 3x equals to half. Correct? So this of course will be cross multiply, 2 bracket 2x plus 3 equals to 1 into any number is the same, so I'm writing x square plus 3x as it is. Now 2 2s is 4x plus 2 3s is 6 equals to x square plus 3x. Correct? So now if you see, we are getting a quadratic equation, x square plus 3x, I am shifting all this here, minus 4x minus 6 equals to 0. So x square plus 3x minus 4x, so it will be minus x minus 6 equals to 0. There are only two factors of 6, 3 2s are and 5 1s are. 3 2s I am getting 1, yes. So x minus 3 x plus 2 equals to 0. Correct? So x minus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. So you are getting x is equal to 3 or x is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 is not acceptable. So x is equal to minus 2 is not acceptable as time taken cannot be negative. Therefore, time taken by larger tap is equal to 3 hours. Okay? This is the answer for larger tap. Now, time taken by smaller tap is equal to x plus 3. So that is 3 plus 3. That will be how much? 6 hours. Okay. So with this we complete our problem set 2. Okay. We'll be soon coming with the third chapter. Keep practicing, and whatever doubts you have, you can ask me in the comment section below or just email me. Okay. Goodbye. Good luck.